Hey friends, it's Don. I've had many conversations with job seekers across various fields, across the world, and one thing I've observed is that a considerable number of them fail to follow up with their interviewers after their interview. And consequently, they feel confused and disheartened when they don't receive callbacks for second interviews or even job offers. But it doesn't have to be this way. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. But before we do, hey, if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. Now, as someone who has interviewed job candidates in the past, I can vouch for the importance of a well-written follow-up message. And I consistently found myself favoring candidates who took the time and made the effort to follow up with me after our meeting or our interview or whatever it was. In fact, I can't really even remember hiring someone who didn't follow up with me. Now, it's crucial to note that I didn't hire the candidates solely because they followed up with me. I mean, they were offered the job because they showed genuine enthusiasm for the role, and they convinced me that they possessed the skills and the knowledge and the determination to excel in the job. And, just like, any other candidate would. But however, their follow-up message significantly contributed to just reinforcing my faith in their potential and assuring me that I wouldn't regret, not hiring them. Now, you see, a well-timed and thoughtful follow-up letter can have a profound effect on an interviewer's decision-making process. You see, it demonstrates your professionalism, your commitment, your interest in the position, and it leaves a lasting impression that really distinguishes you from everyone else you're competing against. Additionally, it provides an opportunity to re-emphasize any key points from your interview that maybe you missed out on, and it allows you to address concerns or questions that maybe have arisen during the interview, and it allows you to express gratitude for the chance to interview with that company. So how can you craft an effective follow-up message? So first thing you want to do is you want to send it within 24 to 48 hours after your interview. Now this time frame strikes the ideal balance between appearing eager and allowing the interviewer time to reflect on your conversation. The next thing you want to do is keep your thank you note, your thank you letter, your follow-up letter brief and personable. And you want to thank them for their time, reiterate your interest in the position, and then mention a specific aspect of the interview or the company that particularly resonated with you. I mean, you can even download a sample template of how to write a thank you letter. I'll put a link in the description below. And that's really all there is to it. So to wrap this up, following up with your interviewer is an essential step in the job interview search process, and one you really shouldn't neglect. And by taking the time to send a thoughtful and timely follow-up message, you not only demonstrate your professionalism and your enthusiasm in the role, but you also significantly enhance your chances for standing out from the competition and then ultimately receiving the job offer. So like I said, I'll put a link in the description below where you can go and download a few sample thank you letter templates. You can see exactly how to write those. And then you can kind of take those, massage them, and create your own. Now, ideally, when I would send out a thank you letter, when I interviewed for jobs, I might even send it in the same day. So if I had an interview in the morning, I would already have that letter queued up. So when I got home, I'd, make a few tweaks to it, and then I would, send it off, maybe near the end of the day, 3 or 4 o'clock. That's if I had a morning interview. And that way, it's just perfectly timed to remind the interviewer of our conversation, of the meeting, and then, remind them that I'm still interested, that I'm excited, because that's the whole point of a follow-up letter, is to reinforce and remind the interviewer that, hey, this is something I'm interested in. This is something I like. This is something I want to do. Here's why I want to do that. And what that instantly does is that separates you from your competition, because if they interview, let's say, 5 or 10 people in a day, maybe 2 of them are going to send follow-up letters, if you're lucky. And it just allows you to stand out. It's the perfect opportunity to stand out from the crowd because, this day and age where, somebody posts a job, and they get 100 applicants, jobs are just overcrowded. There's just so many people looking for them, so you need a way to stand out, and following up is one of the best ways to stand out. So that's all I got for you. Head on over to, I'll give you something today, head on over to jobinterviewtools.com/checklist. Put in your name, email address, tell me where to send this, and I'll get you out my perfect checklist that's going to walk you through all the different stages of the interview process. And it just covers everything: salary negotiation, the phone interview preparation, got some side tips on the sidebar, tactics and strategies on the back. And I believe even one of these here specifically talks about following up. So you want to, anytime you're interviewing for a job, you want to have a checklist of things that you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to forget to do them. And that's where this is handy, because this is going to remind you of all the things that you need to do before and after your interviews. And it's just going to, help you stay on the ball during the whole process, so that, you look like you have, your act together while you're interviewing for jobs. All right, my friend, that's all I got for you. If you found this video helpful, hey, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.